So Dylan McDermott and Jeremy Sisto, thank you so much for joining Daytime Buffalo. We know you're just downstate, but we love to have you, and I love that you were cheering on the Bills.
Thanks for having us.
You guys have this crossover, action-packed episode. Tell me what it was like kind of joining forces.
I mean, it was so much fun for all of us to be together, to work on the same case, 3 different shows, 3 hours, jam-packed action. So, I mean, this is the show to watch. They're calling it a global crossover event.
And that's what it is.
That is, you don't get too many of those. So if you're ever going to watch the FBI's, it's tonight.
Right. It's not just an episode, it's an event.
It's an event.
It's an event.
It's a full event.
Now, what can fans expect to see?
I got to bring my family to Rome, which was
Amazing.
we felt fortunate.
How cool was that?
He got to go to Rome. I got to go to Rome, New York. I don't know how that happened.
You got the short end of the stick, huh? But I hear that you got to have your dog and your daughter.
Yes, not in the crossover, but next week's episode, my daughter and my dog will all be in the same episode. So come back again to watch FBI Most Wanted.
Okay, just give us a little bit of a sneak preview of what we can expect to see in this episode.
So somebody is abducted over in Rome, and the international team heads there to check it out. And suddenly we show up, me, Jubal, and Nina. And what had happened is one of our undercover agents, Scola, was dealing with a bomb purchase, and the name of the person who was abducted came up in his investigation. So we are assuming that there is a plan to attack New York that is being planned in Rome. Because the person who was kidnapped was an engineer that worked at different buildings. So we have to try to figure out who the person is that is going after us and where they're going to strike. We try to get them before they get to America. You have to tune into the second hour, but we might or might not succeed, and we might have to pull in the rest of the team. And so it was great. I had so much fun working with the actors that I haven't worked with before, letting these characters mix in with each other, and it turned out amazing. I'm very excited.
And you had some good pasta.
So much pasta. It was. You can see the progression.
You got to go to Rome and shoot and work and eat pasta. You were living the life.
Oh yeah.
Was it a little bit weird, kind of like joining your cast? Because everyone has their kind of repertoire with your castmates and crew. Was it a little bit weird, or was it more of like a seamless transition?
It's like staying at your cousin's house. You're like, it's a little different, but you get in. You're like, oh, you have soda. Well, my mom doesn't let us have soda, but that's cool. We're gonna enjoy the soda while we're here.
Yeah, it was totally fun. It was fun for all of us to work together. Absolutely.
Now, I want to know, is there any part of yourself that you actually kind of bring into your character, do you think?
I mean, I do. I write my own jokes, so
Very cool.
I try to bring as much as I can to the character and make it mine. So, yeah, absolutely. You have to. I think in a long-standing show, it's important to bring your personality into it, most importantly, because it's just, you're there for years. So you better have some fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, it's definitely I've got a good rapport with my showrunner Rick, and so yeah, he allows me to sort of define stuff within the moment, but also just the storyline of he part of his identity is being a father and trying to do the right thing through complications, having an important job, but also prioritizing that. And so that's something that is similar to myself. I would be a horrible agent.
You
so
definitely
that's
get
not
that.
a similarity. I would not be good in real life.
Awesome. I want to know a little bit about your interaction with each other outside of working together. Like, how have you guys bonded?
Football game, which we shouldn't have won, but we did. Oh, it was so exciting. We were down
I
by.
hate this story.
This is not good for him.
I hate this
But
story.
he might have had a relief pitcher come in and give up a few walks, but we had some timely hits, and we earned the wolf. What was it called? They have a trophy too. The wolf.
They have a trophy. We were up 8-0.
It was not. It was
8-0.
over. We were giving up. We were giving
And
up.
they came back and they won the game. How? Well, they took me out of the game. I was pitching. I was pitching a no-hitter.
You
Took
see?
me out, and then we lost the game. So,
They should have kept you in.
yeah, that was my coach calling you, by the way.
That was, their coach, he was like, excuse me, we should have left him in.
We're gonna have another battle soon. We're holding on to
Yeah.
the award as long as we possibly can.
Now, Jeremy, you actually live in New York, right? And then you, Dylan, kind of go back and forth between LA and New York. So, as a New Yorker, shooting an episode about what could be if something crazy like that happened, how was that? Did you kind of get like nervous or apprehensive, or start to think, what would I do if something like this was happening?
Yeah, I mean, listen, bad stuff happens every week in our show. My character, because of his history as an addict and whatever other reasons, he enjoys being inside and being kind of the nerve center of tying things in together. So he doesn't have to be out there. So there's a little distance between him and some of the hardest things these agents do. But lately he's been going out a lot, and so it's hard to not consider the complications in the world. But I think what's great about this show is it reminds everyone that the FBI is here to save American lives, and that we're all on the same team. We're if one of us is in danger, if the city's in danger, we're all in danger, and so at the end of the day, I think I come away with it feeling hopeful.
Do you think that the show, kind of playing these characters as FBI agents, have kind of made you appreciate our actual government and FBI agents even more?
I think to some degree, yeah. I mean, I know for me, playing an FBI agent and chasing some of the most heinous criminals around the U.S., I know that he is needed. Guys like Remy Scott are needed to track down the worst of the worst. So that's what FBI Most Wanted is about, tracking those people down. And I certainly don't want to have those people out there. I'm not going to track them down myself, so somebody's got to do it.
Absolutely.
Well, we are so excited to tune in for this jam-packed action event happening tonight. Thank you guys so much for talking to us.
Thank
And
you.
go Bills!
Yes, go Bills.